This is Nemo, my aggressive pet crab. He is a predator, picking a fight with almost anything that goes near his tank. I rescued him after he was on the brink of death with almost no limbs. My job today is to feed him this horsefly, which is rich in protein. His reaction to the fly will shock you. So, let's begin. Before we jump right in and feed Nemo this humongous fly, I'll tell you his origin story real quick. I found him with a missing claw and only 3 of his 8 legs. I also found him super dried up, which is not good for an amphibious animal like a crab. I constructed a simple aquarium for him and took him home. The day after, when I tried to feed him, I found Nemo's aggressive side. All food I gave him, he took and devoured aggressively, usually tearing it apart. I decided to conduct a little experiment, trying to find Nemo's favorite food. I started with something simple, a piece of apple. He accepts that quite gratefully, but it's nothing compared to how he reacts to food I give him next. Especially the fly I'm feeding him at the end. Next up is a tiny fly. Oh, he just grabbed my tweezers. I still cannot get over how aggressive he is. Anyway, at least we know that's something he enjoys. Maybe it could be like a small treat we give him sometimes. Finally, we're gonna offer him some food from Queen of Ants. My ants absolutely love this stuff, so let's see if Nemo has the same reaction. Check that out, he's loving it. I don't want to overfeed him, so let's leave him overnight to rest. Let's see what he thinks of this huge fly tomorrow morning. The next morning, he was sleeping, but with my approach, he woke up. By waving his claws at me, he hopes to scare me off, protecting his cave and the territory around it. I'm sorry, little guy. You're just not as dramatic as you think you are. Now, here is the fly. Even before I put it in the tank, he's already looking at it. Sadly for him, we've got to put it in the fridge first to remove any microbes. In his state, getting sick could mean death. Anyway, I'll see him in 5 minutes. Now, you may be wondering, out of all food items, why am I feeding him a fly? Crabs have this awesome ability to regrow limbs. But to do this, they need plenty of protein, and that's one thing this fly has. Also, it makes for a very entertaining video. I think the fly should be rid of any microbes now. Without any further delay, let's give Nemo the biggest meal he's had in his life by presenting him with this huge, juicy fly. I am so interested in seeing how he reacts to it. The feeding frenzy will start in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, Nemo's really eager to catch his prey. Even from here, Nemo has no problem grabbing it. Got it. He wastes no time trying to find an opening in the fly to eat the calorie-rich flesh inside. Finally, he rips open the abdomen. Wow, he's terrifying even if he only has 1 claw. Now that he has a direct opening to the fly's inside, he feasts on its flesh. Nemo, I think you have the fly stuck to your head. Anyway, he finally finishes his meal, but the story does not end here. A few days later, he undergoed one of the biggest transformations of his lifetime. One that was only possible with the tons of food we fed him. The transformation I speak about is molting, but not only that, he regained all of his limbs and even his huge claw. I'm pretty sure the fly gave him the boost he needed to undergo this energy-consuming process. I think my key takeaway from this experiment is that crabs really aren't picky about their food, especially when they're about to molt and they need all the calories they can get. However, this leads to the big question. Should I let Nemo go into the wild, or should I keep him for a bit longer and feature him in future videos? Head over to my community tab to vote, and if you enjoyed this experiment, subscribe, and if you really enjoyed it, consider gifting me super thanks. Thanks for watching.